The member for O'Connor has the call.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker, and I rise today to associate myself with this motion of the Parliament to condemn the barbaric attacks by Hamas on the State of Israel on the 7th of October, and also to pass on the Parliament's condolences to the people of Israel and Jewish people around the world, and particularly here in Australia, all of whom would have loved ones, friends, family, who will be affected, or have been affected and will be affected by the events that are currently unfolding. It was right and proper that Ambassador Amir Maimon addressed the Coalition Party room on Tuesday morning, received the condolences of our side of politics, and I'm sure the entire Parliament, as this motion suggests. But he also reiterated to our party room that Israel didn't start this war, didn't choose this war, but it will win this war. And I absolutely stand with the Ambassador and the Israeli people, the Israeli government and the IDF on that notion. A government's first responsibility to its people is to keep them safe and protect them. And I have had the pleasure and privilege of visiting the village of Sodot in southern Israel, 5 kilometres from the border with Gaza, about a half-hour drive from Beersheba, which is a sacred place for many Australians, with the legendary charge of the Light Horse. It's a very special part of the world. And sadly, on Saturday the 7th of October, the defences were not sufficient to keep the terrorists out of Sodot and the surrounding communities, and many of the people of that city were killed, some taken hostages, and probably one of the images which is the most disturbing for many Australians, and last Saturday night I was waiting outside the Grapevine Gathering, a music festival in the Swan Valley at the Sandalford Winery, and as I was waiting for my 18 and 20-year-old daughters to come out, just watching these beautiful young people full of enthusiasm and expectation of the life ahead. Sadly, on that day, on the 7th of October, 247 people attending a similar festival in Israel were cut down. So we must condemn these actions, and we must support the State of Israel in the actions that they need to take to defend its people, to destroy Hamas and other terrorist organisations that threaten the State of Israel and their people. I want to congratulate the United States response, President Biden, Secretary of State Anthony Blinken, who have indicated through the positioning of 2 carrier task force in the vicinity that the United States will stand with Israel, and there will be consequences for surrounding countries if they decide to get themselves involved in the conflict. And it is very disturbing to see Hezbollah on the northern borders of Israel seeming to be mobilising, and of course we know that the mullahs in Tehran are coordinating a lot of this activity, and so it's very, very important that the United States are there, showing their strength and their support for the State of Israel. Madam Deputy Speaker, I just want to close my brief remarks by reiterating how proud I am to have stood in this Parliament where the vast majority of the 151 members demonstrated support by the support of this motion, and I know that the vast majority of the Australian people stand with Israel at this time of their desperate need. Thank you very much.